The Springs Preserve is an amazing place to work. I get such a sense of gratitude every time I drive onto the property every morning as the sun is rising, just to be in this beautiful, beautiful environment that is so central to the history of Las Vegas and what this city is all about.
The longer Dawn worked at the Springs Preserve, distinctions between her workplace and the rest of her community became more apparent. Wasteful practices and inefficiencies in the operation and design of homes, retail spaces, and other facilities left her feeling more grateful for her workplace and motivated her to carry the message of sustainability home with her each day.
The work that I do here at the Springs Preserve and the time that I get to spend here really makes me feel connected to the environment. This is such a beautiful place, and it is such an amazing gift that we actually have this place to offer to the community to come and experience what it's like to live in the Mojave Desert, and to give them the tools that they need to, on a day-to-day basis, live sustainably and in a way that is conscious of our natural resources.
She suggests that the best place to start is to disconnect with our ubiquitous electronics and immerse ourselves back into nature.
Our brains are so connected to the electronics in our environment that they get exhausted. And for me, being out in nature is a way to sort of reset and recalibrate my brain and to feel connected to my environment and to feel connected to myself. The Springs Preserve is such an amazingly serene, natural place that is so close to the center of town, and it is such a surprise for people that you can come out here and you can really feel connected to the desert environment.
Then, needed changes in one's lifestyle and environment become more apparent and easier to make when viewed through this renewed, more natural perspective.
We really try to provide people with the tools that they're going to need to start to change their mindset about sustainability. That it's really not something scary that's difficult to do. That all it is something that we need to begin to get used to doing and create new habits, and then it will become the new normal. We are all incredibly fortunate to live in this beautiful desert home. And if we want to continue to live here the way that we do right now, really enjoying this beautiful environment, then we all have to work together to maintain what we have.
Earth Day is celebrated around the world on April 22nd, and a spring season noted as an annual period of renewal and new growth. Coincidentally, the Springs Preserve Botanical Garden blossoms quite literally, showing off to the world just how gorgeous a sustainable native desert landscape can look.
The Botanical Garden is just a beautiful place to see how plants can flourish in the desert. If you put the right kind of plants in, desert, adaptive, or native plants, you can really create an incredibly lush, beautiful environment that's really going to connect you to nature and the changing of the seasons.
In our harried urban lifestyles of today, time is something we feel we never have enough of. But once a reconnection is made with nature, priorities change and a recalibration takes place, compelling us to make a celebration of Earth Day a part of our everyday.
And that's really what sustainability is all about. So on a day-to-day basis, once you start to get into tune with nature, it just feels natural. You know, I mean, recycling feels natural. It might not at first, but once you get going, it becomes a habit and you can see the end goal. And I think that that's another thing that the Springs Preserve is really helpful with, is showing people what the result can be of really paying attention to the natural environment and making an effort to help it back to a more balanced state.